is up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button, and if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the real of reality TV. And when I tell you it's real, it is really real out here. I am sorry if you hear any background noise, guys. I literally just started recording, and as soon as I did, when you know somebody's alarm is going off, and it's been going off now for, I don't know, maybe like almost 5 minutes, which is crazy. So I just said, you know what? I'm not waiting on that, because where I am about 8 floors up, and the fact that I could hear that is just like insane right now. But anyway, it's just been so much going on. I've had a lot going on in the past few days, so I haven't really been doing any content commentating, but I just wanted to talk about this because I heard this. First I heard this on Empress Radio, and then I saw it on Urban Belle magazine, so I want to read it. But Maurice Scott was arrested on a DUI charge, and I'm not laughing at that. Honestly, I'm disgusted. Because just like when I reported or talked about, I didn't report because, one, I'm not a reporter. I just talk about things that are already out there. And when I talked about Karen from Real Housewives of Potomac being arrested for, at first, it wasn't reported as a DUI, but I felt like it was. And then it was reported that it was. I don't think DUI is funny at all. It's so dangerous, and there's no excuse for anybody. I don't care if these people are on reality TV and they're not really making as much money as they might, one, make it appear that they do, or two, they are maybe not trying to make it appear as if they're making a lot of money, but you're making enough to get an Uber. Because if regular people can get an Uber or a Lyft, then you definitely can. And if you have a personality that you're showcasing on reality TV, you have not just a duty to yourself to not put yourself out here to look crazy, but it's just so stupid and dangerous to be driving under the influence. And more times than not, when people do drive under the influence, if they get involved in an accident and it involves other people, it's usually the other people who get hurt, or unfortunately their lives get taken. And it's just not right. So it's stupid. I don't have any tolerance for people driving under the influence. And so for all people, Maurice Scott, who is out here suing bloggers, I don't care if you like those people or not. I don't care if you care for their personalities, or you feel like they do too much, or they're just always reporting on these reality TV personalities. If you feel like they have bias or whatever your personal feelings are, they ain't hurting you that bad. And so when he filed that lawsuit against those bloggers, and then he winds up getting countersued, okay, which I'm quite sure he didn't see coming, because he probably felt like that blogger was so stupid that, one, they wouldn't get an attorney, and if they got an attorney, they wouldn't get one that would see what options they have to turn right back around and sue his misogynistic, egotistical ass, okay? So I see this as nothing but, one, definitely a bad decision on his part, but two, reaping what you've sown. And when you reap what you sow, you always reap way more than what you have sown, because when you plant seeds, you don't reap seeds, you reap a harvest. You don't plant corn seeds to have corn seeds grow. You plant corn seeds, and then you have like this field of corn that is grown that you have to shuffle to walk through, okay? So I'm just not surprised by this, honestly. So when I heard it, I was just like, wow, it's kind of happening kind of fast. So I want to read what they wrote. The arrests for Love and Marriage Huntsville stars keep piling up. This time, Maurice Scott drew the short straw. Maurice was arrested Saturday morning in Huntsville, Alabama. He was booked at the Madison County, Alabama jail shortly after noon on a misdemeanor driving under the influence charge. According to the Madison County Jail, Maurice has a $5,000 bail and hasn't been released. As of Saturday evening, neither of the family of Maurice Scott, LAMH producers, nor OWN Network released a statement. This is the fourth arrest for LAMH cast members since October 2023. The third this calendar year. The second in May. Previously, Martel Hotel Arion's baby wife Holt was arrested in January on a DV harassing communications charge. He was convicted this May and is currently appealing the ruling, requesting a jury trial. Dumbass. Anyway, the trial is currently set for September. The DV charge stems from an alleged text message threat sent to his ex-wife Melody Rogers. Melody sought the warrant after she learned of an alleged plot to have Martel's paramour release an intimate video of the previously married couple under the guise she was having an affair with another man. He's just so freaking disgusting. Every time. Anyway, let me go ahead and continue. Next, Destiny Payton was arrested twice. The first time she was arrested in October 2023 for forgery charges. Fortunately for her, the case was dismissed last January. However, she was arrested again this May on an identity theft charge. Destiny's ex-husband, LeBarick Williams, sought a warrant in both instances. LeBarick accused Destiny of using his identity and signature to obtain a utility bond from Huntsville Utilities for her now closed Madani beauty supply store. Destiny's next hearing is set for June 5th. That's right around the corner. The couple was also entangled in a bitter divorce proceeding, with each seeking a modification to their original divorce decree. Anyway, listen. The fact of the matter is, he just must have been having too much of a good time down to the bar with Miss Funky Dineva Ross and all of the other people who came down there for the shenanigans. But there's no excuse, because he already knew he came there to turn up, and then you're going to be driving. There's no excuse for that. Absolutely none. So I don't have any sympathy for him when it comes to this at all. And I just am not shocked. I saw somebody in the comment section that said, just throw the whole show away. But I can understand it, because this show, and for the most part, the people who have been presented to be these people that were representing black excellence, which, to be honest with you, that's a term that I really find it's just a phrase. It really means absolutely nothing to me. I'm not going to go into all of that right now, but when we see who they have used to represent that phrase, I don't even want to be included in that. Just allow me to be walking in the excellence of God as far as I'm concerned, because black excellence, child, please, having Diddy and the likes of people like him that were representing that phrase, I don't want to be included in that in any way, shape, or form. But I'm saying this show was supposed to be representing that, and a lot of the people that they brought forth were not that at all. I'm not shocked by it, but damn. Like they reported, this is the fourth arrest this year, they said. It's crazy. I just wanted to talk about that. I really would love to know what you guys think about his DUI and what you think is going to come of this. But I just felt like his mugshot picture, which I used in my thumbnail, I could see it in his face, like, oh Lord, here we go. They're going to be on my ass with these videos talking about my arrest. But listen, he brought that on himself. And he was sitting up in so much arrogance when he did that video, which to this day I still feel was so stupid on his part, and for an attorney to be getting advice from the producer of the show about what he should do about addressing vloggers that he felt were coming for him and putting out information about him that wasn't true. Him being the attorney, he should have had cease and desist letters sent to those vloggers. I don't have an issue with that. And apparently he never did that. And I'm just speaking from the perspective of someone who was a legal assistant for 12 years. I don't operate and flow in that anymore. But what I'm saying is he never did that. As a supposed professional attorney, the onus was on him to not sit in front of his phone or whatever he used to record that video, to sit in arrogance with his ego sitting up on his shoulders and on his big turkey meatball head, to tell people, not mentioning any names, not mentioning any specific vloggers or YouTube channels or whatever, and just act as if he's so big and bad to say, I'm giving you whatever amount of time to take down these videos and issue an apology, public apology. It's like, why didn't you send a cease and desist letter to these people? He could have sent them electronically, and he never did that. But also, to demand an apology legally, that's not grounds for filing a lawsuit, because from what I know and heard, these people, even though they weren't addressed directly, they still took down the videos, but they did not issue an apology. They did the most important thing that you said was disparaging your character and putting misinformation out there about you. They took the videos down, but to issue a public apology, that was all for his ego. And that isn't anything that legally you can do. You can't sue someone and say, well, they didn't issue an apology to me, so I'm like, get up out of here. So that ego that he used to sit up and create that video, yeah, now you're standing up with them telling you to face the front, and whichever way they tell you to face, to turn to the side, to take the other picture, I don't know. But either way, yeah, this is what it's come to. So anyway, guys, I wanted to just talk about that quickly. I would love to know what you think, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.